So today I'm actually recording while having breakfast, just searching for a minute or two to be online and speaking. Speaking a little bit more about serotonin and just a short sum up of what we covered yesterday. What was the main question? The main question was how different depression is, well, biochemically induced by imbalances, and how it is different while we're just low ranked in the society. So this is something that we don't speak that much about. That serotonin is not just a mood enhancer. Actually, it's not even because we often say that our mood depends on serotonin, but it's not even that statement is entirely true, because serotonin is not something that makes you automatically happier, something that makes you feel especially well, and that makes you feel everything deeper and seeing things that are, I don't know, like happy dancing, happy films, happy songs. That's not serotonin, okay? You have to excuse me. Serotonin actually is about calm, relaxation, and actually not relaxation, groundedness. It's about groundedness. So you are able to pace your thoughts, and you are able to, for example, think strategically. We all love fun, we all love games. So if you're able to strategically compete in games, that's thanks to serotonin. And sometimes competitive people seem very serious, and they are really into what they're doing. So that's possible thanks to serotonin, among others. So we started with that serotonin doesn't equal being happy and not being depressed. Being depressed actually can depend on either pathology or our low rank in the society. And so that's something that most people don't know, that serotonin is linked to our social rank. And usually the social rank comes first. So first, you're somewhere in the society. You're either very, very low, you're either very, very high. But you have your place in the society. And your serotonin levels, they reflect it. They reflect where you are in the society. It's much harder to go the other way around. So this is something that we spoke about yesterday. It's much harder to fake it till you make it. It only works up to a certain point. It's not completely useless, but let me tell you, I always used fake it till you make it. I felt very low in the social hierarchy, and I really... Hola, pues yo me conecto desde Granada. And so I felt like I was really, really low in the social rank. Separately from like if it's true or if it's not true, if it was true or if it wasn't true. I felt very, very low in the society because it's all about perspective in the end. I'm white. I was born in Europe. I got my education. I couldn't complain. That's privilege on the scale of the word. Now, was I rich? No, I wasn't. But that's exactly. I was in the middle, and I felt really low in social rank. And but I was really ambitious. I've been always very ambitious, and I decided to fake it till you make it at all times. Every single thing that I did was fake it till you make it. not once did I prepare an exam at school by just really thoroughly studying with passion. It just didn't happen. I just use like my brains and always studied the night before in a way that got me sometimes good grades and sometimes really good grades, because I had that ability of getting there. But not once did I actually get into the flow of studying with passion, of really embodying what I was learning. Not once. That just didn't happen. Okay, I'll keep eating, excuse me, because I have to get my breakfast. And so, fake it till you make it just won't do. It didn't do it for me. Fake it till you make it gives you that illusion, gives you that feeling that you're doing something. Since you don't know what you do, and since most doors are closed for you, you just kind of, you decide to fake it till you make it. You go for it. I did all the time, at every single stage of my life. And it's like the only way in which it really, truly worked for me, it was opening doors. Not actually developing a higher rank, just opening doors towards opportunities. And only once in my life, not very long ago, I decided to actually not fake it. And I'm a salesperson, so I trade with olive oil from Spain, from Andalusia. And I actually, learned the skill. I became the salesperson, and it changed everything. I became really humble about it. I was like, I just want to understand what salespeople do and how I close deals, how I lead the conversations, how I lead negotiations, and I learned it. And I have to tell you, there's nothing like the feeling after you start gaining clients, important clients, more clients, you have more deals, you have better deals, you open more doors. There is nothing like that. So that's about fake it till you make it. Only then, after I stopped faking it, I got to that point where when I could say that I actually got results. And the results, like, there's nothing like that feeling. There's absolutely nothing like that feeling, and you cannot fake it. And only from that position, being there, I could actually honestly tell. I could actually be like, yeah, I know how it feels to be a little bit higher in the social rank. So it obviously didn't change my status like in a really substantial way, but professionally, I started speaking with new prospects, better prospects, and both like people who'd maybe. Oh, okay, Ali. Thank you. If you'd like to also tell me how you feel like you agree with me, would be awesome. So so I started like employment wise, product wise, allies wise. You need allies in sales. You need good contacts, right? Networking wise. And by the way, I stopped going to networking events. They just don't do anything for me, or in general, I believe, like it's just a whole another topic. But networking is happening every single day. Every single chat you have, every single conversation you have is a networking event in and of itself. So all of it improved, not after I faked it till I made it. No, absolutely not. But after I got results. There's nothing like getting results. And suddenly I found myself with those new people, in those new settings, in those new conversations, and I was able to appear new to myself, and it wasn't intentional. I cannot explain it because I think so that that's the power of serotonin. You cannot really explain it until it happens to you, until you really experience the power of results. Because I was new to myself. It was a version that I hadn't seen in myself. It was a version that I couldn't even fake because I wouldn't know where to start. And right now it's a funny moment when I got to that point, at least in one realm of my life. But I'm aware that there are so many other levels that maybe I aspire to fake. Maybe I'm aspiring right now to fake that I can do a life, an interesting life, which is so freaking difficult. I'm aspiring to make you believe that I can speak English, that I can express myself in English. That's not my mother tongue. I don't speak that language very well. So it's still very tricky. My ideas are just very scattered, and I'm just trying to appear here with the idea that I'll fake it. I'll make you believe that I understand something more about the word, about serotonin levels, than I actually do. And yeah, there are so many levels that it's still good to do it. It's still good to appear and fake it till you make it, because at least you open some doors for yourself. At least you keep learning things. But the thing is that you kind of never know how it will happen for you. And so that's the social aspect of it. We are not meant to live alone. We are not meant to do business alone. We are not meant to study and learn things alone in general. So, for example, in sales, I met the right people. I met people who taught me some important things, and they led me through the process. And so that's important also in social media, in love, in friendships. Everywhere there will be a person who will show you something, who will lead the way for you. And if you are open to it, if you work hard enough, if you are humble enough, that's very important. For example, right now in friendships, I have a new objective. Every time I see an interesting person to me, attractive person to me, I find them exceptional in some way. I imagine that they are a very fragile piece of Japanese porcelain, and I hold them in my hand. I imagine that person, that they're very, very fragile, that they're dealing with so much stuff, and I do my best to hold them, to hold space for them, and all of that with hope that we'll become exceptionally great friends, and they'll stay in my life forever, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years. And we'll have a coffee and enjoy it so much, enjoy a very interesting conversation. So this is me staying humble. This is me working really hard, because it takes a lot of emotional maturity to treat another person like that fragile, and like you are not stronger, but strong enough to hold it. And I believe that it will get me the result. That I will build friendships that are worth having, and that I will be extremely satisfied with it. So I've done something in sales, and it got me results, and it suddenly revealed a new version of myself that I had no idea existed, and that got me better deals, yet more sales, etc. Now I'm in that phase in friendships, because I was also faking in friendships. I was people pleasing, but I was just literally faking. I was just trying to figure it out. I was just trying to see, like, should I be more proactive? Should I be more reserved? Should I be this? Should I be that? Now I'm just humble, and I'm just thinking, okay, if we get into a relationship, it's because I expect you to give me something and you expect something of me. For me, one of the Like where does the value lie in people? Well, it depends in every bond that I create. But the most important thing for me is that I need to be like stimulated. So in a way, the person has to be interesting to me. I need to find our conversations interesting. And once I see it, I feel like, okay, that's worth investing. And I start to think about what the other person expects of me, how I can meet those expectations, how I can contribute to their life. And all of that with the hope that it will get me results. Results, well, what are results in friendship? Is that feeling, not constant feeling, because everyone in the end lives their own life, but that feeling of not being alone. So from time to time, we go to coffee together, we spend some time together. They maybe remember your birthday, they celebrate something important, some important achievement for you, and yeah. So that would be results. And once you have those results, like you have the strong social circle around you, that will you will rank up. That will influence your serotonin without even trying. You won't be faking it. You have like that really solid foundation of support, and you'll feel empowered by it, and you will be present, grounded, and you'll be able, yeah, to run the word. So it's like little by little, but remember, fake it till you make it only opens the door. Then you need to do the work, and the harder the work, the better the result. The better the results, the higher you rank. Sometimes you sacrifice some serotonin in the process because it's stressful. Oftentimes it's really, really stressful, but it's worth it. Okay, thank you for tuning in today. Bye bye.